Hey everyone, this is Richie with Z&M.
And I'm Lauren with Krailo Socials.
So Lauren is the service-based LinkedIn digital marketing agency. We are the website digital marketing lead gen for service-based businesses, lead gen digital marketing agency. We actually met through Rob, which was a nice guy, also an associate of ours.
Shout out to Rob.
Yeah, right. Shout out Rob. So Rob, I was actually having a conversation with Rob. We were talking about how to increase leads and lead gen, and he actually paused me mid-conversation saying, "Hey, I have to go call someone. Someone on LinkedIn just reached out to me." And that was from Krailo Socials. So we decided to create a partnership. We usually handle like the website lead gen through Google Ads and SEO side of things, also Google My Businesses for service-based businesses. Lauren handles more of the LinkedIn side of things. So Lauren, tell us, can you walk us through your story? How'd you guys get started?
Yeah, so we got started actually by working with a bar in a rebrand project. So they took over a bar with an iffy reputation, and they didn't want to change anything as far as the name or the logo or any of that, location, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the task of trying to use social media to improve the perception of customers and how they thought about the bar. And a few years later, they are a multi-million-dollar revenue a year company. And we attribute a lot of that to the fact that they were able to rebrand successfully and reach a new audience and pick that consumer base back up. So that's actually how we got started in the industry.
That's amazing. That's quite the start. So
Yes, absolutely.
who do you currently work with now? Like what kind of service-based businesses? And
Yeah. So we work with anybody that is a B2B company, so a business selling to another business. Our goal to help them out is to increase their top line revenue through generating business on LinkedIn through their company page.
mhm,
So categories of businesses, industries would be construction. So anybody in that AEC industry, architecture, engineering, and construction.
mhm,
We can do anything from a general contractor all the way to industrial tools and equipment, heavy
mhm.
equipment, specialty contractors, you name it. And then we
Got
can
it.
also work with some law firms as well. And ultimately, anybody that is a business selling to another business, we can help.
Mhm.
I will say that if it doesn't ROI for you, I will be the first one, or my team will be the first one to raise our hands and say, hey, this probably isn't the best idea for your company, because at the end of the day, this represents us and we want to
Yeah.
maintain the good reputation that we have.
Yeah, exactly. Same way with us, just keeping full transparency, right?
Absolutely.
No, and that's great. And also, what kind of, so if someone was looking to get started with you and they want to find out some more, like what your offerings are, what does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So we would start by trying to figure out what their goal is, right? So there's three main things that we handle, and then I can kind of get into how we solve those. But one of the biggest things for our construction clients is we notice that jobs are getting subbed out, they're getting bid in, and by the time the companies are finally trying to participate in these deals, they're the eighth seat at the table, having to sharpen their pencils way too much to where the jobs just aren't profitable.
Yeah.
So how we go in is help them to develop those relationships. So I'd say that's one big thing that our customers use us for. But the other things, so mainly the first one would be connecting with those decision makers to get them access to the deal flow before it becomes an RFP or an RFQ. The second thing would be open up opportunities to cross sell or upsell with current customers.
Hmm.
So we have some clients that are in the world of industrial tools, industrial bolting, and they've got clients that have been with them for 20 years. And the clients have no way of figuring out what new service offerings that our customers have unless the owners are calling them directly. And we all know that as owners, you don't have time to do that and call
Yeah.
your current customers directly. So we use LinkedIn to really help bridge that gap and increase the customer lifetime value of the people that you're already working with.
Hmm.
And the last thing we do is we help build and nurture relationships with new potential prospects, new customers, and ensure that you're staying ahead of your competitors, right? Because we all know the smaller businesses really don't have a presence like those big industry leaders. So we're helping our smaller businesses be a little bit more competitive, and in some
Yeah.
cases actually take business that could have been given to those industry leaders just from advertising, and we help our customers take that.
Yeah, no, and that makes complete sense. It's about nurturing relationships right at the end of the day. And LinkedIn, I feel like, can be misused. You know, people just shoot their shot right away without really trying to understand who that person is, where the value exchange can be, and kind of going from there.
Yeah, so let's touch on that real quick. You did ask what our packages are, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest things that I hear is, oh, I had this SEO kid advertised to me, or this website kid, marketing kid, right? Our owners don't really understand the differences in some cases, right? And so a lot of times you'll have people that are trying to sell you these social media marketing services, and they're just selling that they're going to do a few posts for you a week, and that's that. And
Yeah.
so that is the biggest way to screw up your social media or your LinkedIn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is to have a few sporadic posts go out that are not targeted and not focused at all. So what we do for our clients is we are pretty much all inclusive, done for you, meaning our clients don't need to do anything after our first conversation
Yeah.
if they don't want to. And so the biggest way that we don't mess it up, for lack of better term, is we will strategize all of our posts, the 4 to 5 a week, based on who exactly you're trying to reach. So if you are a heavy equipment rental company and you're trying to get in front of general contractors that are only in that 15 to $20 million revenue a year range,
Mm-hmm.
we can do that through LinkedIn. We can figure out exactly who those companies are, who the names of those companies are, almost like these lead gen lists that you get. And then we go in and we add them into your network. We use the content to nurture them. We have conversations with them. And ultimately, we get them into your network. And
Yeah.
we don't just do the sporadic posts. So it's a really highly planned, highly structured service that we're offering.
Yeah, it's strategic, right? Like you want to be strategic and not just message anyone. Kind of like how we operate with SEO and ads. It's, I mean, we have to
Yeah,
be strategic, and that's
absolutely.
good. And then, so I forget, you mentioned this a while ago. Do you charge for ad revenue spend, or how does that look like for your clients?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we're really proud of is we do not charge for ad spend at all. So a lot of companies will charge you a percentage of your ads. So say you're running a $5,000 ad spend a month, those companies that are running those ads for you will just continue to take a percentage of what you're spending, which almost disincentivizes you to spend more and ultimately impacts your results and only benefits the person running your ads. So from the start, we said we are not going to charge ad spends in that way. So what we do is we have pretty much an all-inclusive package
Yeah.
that includes everything from running that ad. So the only thing you have to pay for is the ad itself,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not paying us, you're paying LinkedIn. And we do everything else. So we'll score your leads for you. We'll track your leads for you. We do that content creation, that copywriting, that video content creation, profile optimization, all of that we take care of, and we do it all for one fee.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. And it's a good model because that's the same model we use in a way as well. Like you pay us once a month, we'll handle your ads and everything else based on what you're looking for. And is the more you increase in ads, we stay the same. It's only going to incentivize and help you grow, right? So
Yeah.
it's a great outlook for a partnership.
Absolutely. And it's the most transparent way to do business. And at the end of the day, we're both the same. If it doesn't ROI for our customers, we
Mm-hmm.
don't really want to approach that. And
Right.
same thing, if we're not transparent, it's just going to look bad on us. So
Right.
in my opinion, in this world, that's the best way to structure this type of work.
Right, exactly. And in summary, if you decide to use the whole digital marketing package for your service-based business, coming on board, it's great because we can synergize and work together. Or even if you just to choose LinkedIn as well, you're still going to have good results coming your way because we can track, right? We track the results that come in, so you actually have an idea on paper what is happening and what's coming to your sales team. So that's
It's
important. Most companies don't do that.
No, and it's almost like hiring a CMO without having to do that payroll tax or pay them the salary a year that you need to pay them. We
Right.
work together. And so if we find, hey, we're sending leads to your website, we need to have somebody that's keeping track of that. We work together to do that. We
Mhm.
work together to figure out more unified branding strategies. We work together. So
Yeah.
you really can do as little or as much as you would like to as far as your involvement, which is really an asset to our customers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Having the documentation on paper and the results is extraordinary, right? In today's day and age, especially. So I see we're coming up on 10 minutes on time. Is there anything else that we didn't get a chance to cover?
I think we covered it all.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Thank you. Shout out Rob again for the connection. So again, in summary, if you're looking for a full digital marketing package for your service-based business, Z&M and Krailo Socials, we are the Avengers team that can handle it. If you have any separate questions, please reach out. If you're looking just anything for LinkedIn, we'll put you in contact with Krailo Socials. If you have any questions in general, feel free to reach out. We're more than happy to hop on a call or a phone call as well. Appreciate your time, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.